Wait, stream's dead? What? Well, why'd the stream end? Huh. That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the stream went down there. It went down while I wasn't looking. That's obnoxious. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, barely any of my videos are on and painted it too. It's fine. What's your method then for painting the skeletons? Paint bone, paint red skirt, paint brown skirt, paint metal. Makes sense. I was wondering if you were like using the airbrush to like burn through all the bone real quick or something. Actually, you've been back painting them or? Yeah, same. I still haven't shaded the dwarves that I did. Sorry, it didn't turn out well. Wasn't that the airbrush thing or the back painting thing? Yeah, we can fire flash now. Give us like a darker tone. Yeah. Much darker. think it's important to notice with City to Sigma, by the way, that just because you got like something that's traditionally Woodeld or traditionally like Empire, doesn't necessarily mean you have to stick with that race. You can have a human wanderer, that they're called now. So I can have like these guys painted with more human skin tone instead of specifically elven skin tone. So I can do like a mix and match, you know? Which is kind of what I'm doing here. Out the airbrush, yeah. I don't know, I mean, that's how I burn through the blood letters so fast, as I use the airbrush. But it's also important to notice that like the airbrush is super good for blood letters. And I imagine any like demons of chaos. Oh, yeah, that might be a problem. Oh, we're talking about the Grave Guard? I thought we were talking about like the skeletons that you had. And I thought you had like regular skeletons. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, for real. Fuck GW's model. Their pricing model is garbage. Yeah. I mean, not the same, but that's because I have a 3D printer. It's also why I play City with Sigma. Because I have a 3D printer. Fun fact, you know, genuine tip. You have a 3D printer and you want to get into AOS, you play City with Sigma. Or a few of the other armies that have like remnants from Warhammer Fantasy Battles, because they do have a lot of good proxies from 3D printing sites. Like the initial cost might be higher, but like holy shit, they're way the fuck easier to go 2000 point army. You can do it with Gaven at the moment. You can do it with you can sort of do it with Beast of Chaos. You can do it with Legions and Nagash for sure. You can do it with Cities of Sigma are way easier to get into. Can't quite do it with Chaos, I don't think, yet. Unless you do them in all demon army, which is doable, I suppose, but not very good. And sort of the reason why is because like each of the Chaos gods currently has like a line out of their own specific followers, and they all look really nice, and I think are worth it. Lanash being the newest, James being one of the best armies in the game at the moment. Yeah, you can't really like play third armies, you know. Orcs are doable, yep. Yeah, orcs are doable. You can print off the Ardboy, you can print off the Warboy, you can print off pretty much all of the savage orc stuff at the moment. Which is, I don't know how good those armies are. Beast of Chaos, like I was saying, Beast of Chaos I haven't found much outside of Minotaurs and the Doom Bowl, which are good, but not like, you know, they're not necessarily like the end all be all. Usually with Beast of Chaos, you probably want to run a like more horde army than like super elite Minotaurs. I mean, you could play like a Minibus, or like half of my corn army is just a Minibus. Yeah, you could easily print off a full list of orcs, like pretty easily. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, the only thing with Gaven that you probably won't be able to print off, and that you'll probably have to buy, are the Vermin Lords. But the Vermin Lords aren't like a make or break aspect of that army. But you don't need to buy them. A good chunk of Skaven from fantasy battles are playable in AOS right now. That would have been a pretty decent deal. Oh, you can also print off an entire horde of Growing Fight Kit. You won't be able to print off most of the heroes, but you should be able to get all of like the little knife wielding, I think they're called scabbards, as well as squigs and the spider stuff that you can find. When do I print off Gotrek? I don't. I don't print off Gotrek. I buy the DW model of Gotrek. Because it's hella fucking good. Is he even playable? Or would it just be like a display model? I like genuinely don't know. Do you like playable in Fire Player or something? How do you play him? You have to ally him in? Oh, I see. I've never seen the option for him. Yeah, I mean, that's mostly the reason why I haven't fucking played him. Like, even, like, considered him. Because I didn't realize you could play him. In, like, every order. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I might consider playing him. Or picking him up or whatever. How much is he again? Probably, like, $70 fucking. Did I not get primed? Huh. I think I missed that when I was priming there. Okay. Oh, word to the wise. This is what happens if you don't prime and try and use contrast colors. You get like a weird gray mix of what you're trying to get. Duly noted. Oh, shit. I'm talking a lot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what army I could stand totally. I mean, I suppose I could put him in my Therophon army and he would make like half the army. Yeah, I'm liking how the skin tones are turning out on the guys and gals. Mostly gals, actually. There's 9 figures here, because I painted the leader a while back. So there's 9 figures here, and I think 6 of them are female. And 3 of them are male. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's just 3 male figures. No, that's just female. And then I genuinely don't remember what my what their leader was. But anyways, yeah, I like how the contrast is working for the skin tone. I used the contrast for this on. I think going forward, I'm not gonna bother using the contrast for the Sylvaness wood. I'm just gonna fucking use my normal browns for that. But yeah. I'm wondering then, do I paint like all the skin tones on all these guys right now, and then they'll at least be like partially, and then they'll be like at least partially painted for tomorrow. That is the brush. Maybe I'll be better. Also fucked as hell. I'm gonna need to use that brush cleaner at some point. Dick fault. Alright. Yeah, I might as well just paint all the skin tones, and then at least have something down, and then it'll be quickly done, quickly enough. I think that's the plan for the night. If not get glued together all that well. I don't know if you can see, but this arm holding the horn is not the same as this arm. There are two different arms that I bashed together. And it worked out, well enough, but that is what I did. A huge fire for this guy. I think I had it come up in my last turn, and I like saw the title and was like, oh yeah, baby. Whoa! Because it is, in fact, very true. Sound good, my dude. I didn't actually realize it was so late. Oh. Right. Makes sense. I'm mixing up some paint. I'm mixing up Screaming Gold with Gilliman Flesh to create a hopefully much lighter skin tone that I think should mix well with sort of like an elvish look. I'd like to add a little bit more. Okay, that's much better. That's about as light as I wanted it to be. Gonna be a little bit more opaque though. Okay, fine. This is our banner woman. By the way, the flag that I'm using, not actually the flag that they normally get. They being this kit. This flag is actually from the Daughters of Cain, Sisters of Water kit. But it fits just well enough that I put it onto this mini instead. In terms of like a Caucasian skin, I actually think mixing Gilman flesh with a like a brighter, more skin tone color is maybe the better move. Okay, this is a much more like elvish, like traditionally elvish looking skin tone. It's a lot like lighter, more pale. Not to like imply that white people are elves, but like traditionally in 40K and in Warhammer Fantasy, these guys kind of tend to look a little bit more pale than human. And I think this skin tone really does get pretty close to what they're described as and stuff. Maybe not quite there yet, but still. I gotta stop touching it. I'm quite a fucking guy. Mod drawing here, time to show. And by show, I mean, like the asking money. Or in that case, it follows. You're into this, and you like just hanging out and painting and talking about Warhammer, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't exclusively talk about Warhammer. I'd actually say that my talking about Warhammer is kind of more just answering anything that viewers have to ask about Warhammer. I just more talk about whatever comes to mind. And I paint, as you can see. But if you enjoy this content, feel free to give me a follow. Because I will be trying to stream more often, and it should be higher quality now that I've managed to fix the stream up a little bit so that it isn't nearly as, like, horrendously bad. So... Good shit. Okay. Alright. How many more do we have playing? 1, 2, 3? Looks like 3 more. And let's try one more with that paler skin tone. We're gonna do this one with the paler skin tone. So, go up. This skin tone, this tone actually, now that I'm looking at it, and now that it's like been mixed up and stuff, actually kind of reminds me of Kid Blood Flesh, in terms of like tone. About as thin as well. Which I think is due to me adding a little bit too much contrast paint and not enough like of the thicker. So that is a lesson for mixing paint. To fix this, I could add long and medium. And make it a little bit thicker. Maybe. I'm painting, Kit Bashed Wildwood Rangers, for my City to Sigmar list. Or, more specifically, I'm painting the skin tone form, using contrast paint. Yeah, that's what I'm painting at the moment. I got lucky and found a sprue in my local GameStop store that, my local game store that had the Wildwood Ranger body on them. And since I already play like City to Sigmar, Living City, it's like a really good deal. It's like what I'm looking for. So like, I used a lot of glue. And a whole lot of spare bits that I had laying about, and I came up with these guys. Who I'm pretty impressed by how they're turning out. at the moment. Probably not going to get a chance to paint them fully tonight. And I'm going to be playing them in a game tomorrow against my moderator who is playing orcs. And I haven't played against orcs yet, so I don't know how well these guys will do. But these guys are like beast players on a fucking battlefield, apparently. They're normally kind of meh, but then if you attack something that has a keyword of monster, which is like any of the big monster stuff usually, these guys do 2 damage per hit. Which is really fucking nasty, considering pretty much everything else in the game does 1 damage. Like, in general, very rarely do things do 2 damage. So these guys should hopefully be like really fucking good, just out of nowhere. That's sort of like a heavy infantry that's meant to just swarm a monster and destroy them. There. I do a lot of 3D printing and kit bashing, and then I paint here on the stream. And I usually just paint kind of like whatever, it's kind of whatever I'm doing at whatever I feel like painting. I've got like 2 main armies that I play. 1 main army that I play, and then like 1 that I've been meaning to play but haven't gotten a chance to yet. I play City of Sigmar, or like more broadly, Grand Alliance Order. So that's like Stormcast, a bunch of the older stuff, and Kit Bash Proxy, and then a little bit of Lizardmen. And then the other army that I play mainly is Khorne, because I love that red, buddy, and love screaming about blood and skulls and stuff. I haven't painted them very much on here before, just because I haven't gotten around to painting them much. However, I do have right here my centerpiece for that army, a Khorne Bloodthirster proxy that I printed off. Very cool looking. I've been meaning to paint that. I am not going to paint that by hand. I'm using a fucking airbrush for that. Just hands down. There's no reason to paint that by hand. So yeah, I don't know when we'll get to painting that, but hopefully soon. Yeah. I paint a whole bunch of stuff. I have some 40k stuff too, but it's not like my preferred game or setting. So I don't paint it too often. I usually just play Kill Team in 40k. I don't play like regular 40k. I don't know, there's just something about it that like, I can't get into it, you know? I think part of it that like I'm not a fan of like any of the factions in 40k. Like none of them strike me as that like, I don't know, there's just something about all of them. And then yeah, and then like Age of Sigmar I just like more in general. yeah, if you want to see me like paint more stuff, feel free to give me a follow. And you can also suggest what to paint, because most likely I'll listen to you. Because usually I don't know like what I'm gonna paint at any given time. I just kind of paint like whatever I feel like it or whatever people ask me to. And I call myself an amateur painting. I started with D&D painting. And D&D miniatures are a lot smaller and a little bit more like detailed. At least the character models are, like player character models are. Which makes sense. So that's kind of where I got my start. And I've only recently like started playing Warhammer. Like last year. So one last guy who I think I'm gonna paint with I'm gonna paint Element Flash for them. I should like the more pale probably not like that pale though, unless you're applying it to like a white background. Like you can see here, it's kind of a darker, more brownish color. Not quite like brown, more like although I feel like part of this might be because I didn't prime this properly, and I missed some spots. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I didn't time this properly here. You can see if I focus it properly, the right here, it did prime properly, which is why the skin tone looks more like actual skin. But right here, I didn't prime properly, and it's not sticking properly to the model. Which is why I thought it doesn't quite look like skin, like it's supposed to. Which is a problem. Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't prime it properly. Alright, well, that's fine. That's all of them, yeah. I will let you guys know next stream, which is hopefully tomorrow, how they perform in battle. I'm interested in knowing that too. For now, I think that is a good conclusion to the stream, which started off with me fucking up and not knowing how to do my settings properly. But I know now, and I've got pretty good settings for the most part. Yeah. That, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. Can't guarantee anything, because my life is falling apart every day. And, you know, that kind of stuff. With that, we're gonna end the thing. Good night, everybody. Don't die. Have a nice night. Be good. Yeah.